and welcome to another session of Girmit Focus. I'm Satish Rai. In previous 2 or 3 sessions, I've discussed about where in India the Fiji Girmitiyas were taken from, and where they were recruited from, and then taken to the 2 ports from where they were eventually transported. One of the ports in the south of India was Madras, and Girmitiyas from Kerala, from Coimbatore, from Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and some Karnataka Girmitiyas were taken to Madras, and the other port is Calcutta, and here the Biharis and people from UP, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, they were taken over there. And today I was going to discuss the actual transportation of these Girmitiyas, and actually discuss what happened whilst slowly in small lots people from various parts of India were taken to these 2 ports and kept at barracks in Madras and in Calcutta, especially in Garden Reach area of Kidapur area, which I have visited. And if I'm not mistaken, they were kept at a barrack at 55 Garden Reach, and they were kept there for a substantial period of time. As I've stated before, some 400 to 500 Girmitiyas had to be collected before they were put on the ship, and the transportation to Fiji began. And before that, transportation to other countries such as Trinidad and Tobago, Mauritius, Ghana, South Africa, Jamaica, Suriname, etc. began much earlier. And from the same area in Kidapur area, in Garden Reach area, from different docks, they were transported, and transportation of groups were shared, docks were shared between different countries. And if you visit this area, you'll see the docks are not far apart. But today I want to talk about an important issue in relation to this process of getting the thumbprint of the Girmitiyas put on the immigration pass, which we now call the Girmit pass. And when I talk to people, and when I hear people talking about the process, and when I read historians and people who have interpreted history and written their own books or articles, they generally refer, most of them, almost all of them have referred Girmitiyas as illiterate. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and I wondered why the term illiterate has been used in relation to the Girmitiyas, because as far as I know, literacy means ability to read and write. So when the Girmitiyas are called illiterate, are they illiterate in their own language? That is, it could be Hindi, or it could be Bhojpuri, or Awadhi, or Haryanvi, or Punjabi, or Rajasthani, or Malayalam, or Tamil, or Telugu. Were all these Girmitiyas illiterate in these languages? Or when people say that Girmitiyas were illiterate, they're saying that they were illiterate in English. So I think that confusion has to be done away with. People have to clarify when they say the Girmitiyas were illiterate, they must say whether they mean that they were illiterate in the language of English, or they were illiterate per se, mean they could not read and write any of the languages. And of course, as far as I know, there were number of Girmitiyas who were literate in their own languages, because the system of education in India probably predates any system of education anywhere in the world. And the world's most ancient university is in Bihar, in Nalanda. And in these areas in India, the system of Gurukul has been in existence for many, many years, many centuries and millenniums. And I know it's been stated that mostly the upper caste could read and write, and of course that may well be true, but if you read Professor Brijral's thesis, you'll know that a number of upper castes were included in Fiji Girmitiyas. So at least 5 to 10% of the Girmitiyas were literate in the Indian languages of one kind or the other. Now, I think there has to be more research, and people have to be careful before they say that all the Girmitiyas were illiterate. And I think most of the people nowadays, later on, who are saying that the illiterate are merely parroting what was written by the English and Anglo-Saxon historians, and they had a reason to class all the Girmitiyas as illiterate, and as a way of justifying their subjugation of the another human beings, as I have said. That was among other number of strategies. They justified first the African slavery, and then the Indian indenture system. And this brings to another related issue. The British, by the time recruitment and transportation of Indians to Fiji started, the British were doing that for 50 years, and they were in India for much longer. And they very well knew that majority, or almost all, of the Girmitiyas could not read English. So the right thing for them to do would have been to prepare the agreement in the native Indian languages, whether it's in Hindi or Bhojpuri, or down south in Tamil, and different languages, so that when they were explaining the terms of the contract to the Girmitiyas could actually understand what was written, and they could have enlisted help of the literate Girmitiyas, literate in the Indian languages, in Hindi, Bhojpuri, Tamil, or whatever. And they would have realized, what actually they were putting their thumbprint to. So, was it another strategy by the British and other European colonialists to keep the Girmitiyas ignorant of what they were getting themselves into? And as I said, I think this needs greater research, and there needs to be more discussion. But I do take exception to anybody saying that all the Fiji Girmitiyas were illiterate. And I will stop this discussion here, and in the next session I'll talk about the actual process where the Girmitiyas, once they were barracked in Kirapur, in Calcutta, and in Madras, what happened there whilst they waited for the ships, and then what happened as they boarded the ship, and as the ship headed, in the case of Calcutta, along the Hooghly River out to the sea. And these are very interesting issues, and I'll share them with you in the next session. Until next time, thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from me.